What's good, YouTube? Today I'm going to be showcasing the absolute best two-way point guard for Pro-Am and Rec. 5-out offense or pick-and-roll offense, whichever you prefer. As you can see on the side, 80 driving dunk, 92 3-ball, 92 ball handle, 99 steal, 90 excel, and 95 stamina. This build can literally do everything. This is the first point guard I think I've showcased on my channel that has the defense to this capability. I've showcased a few bigger guards that have some good defense, but all of my 6'1" guards have had basically zero defense. They have Hall of Fame defensive liability. So this is a little bit different. This is something new, something exciting. If you were looking for a point guard for defense, this is it, man. This is the best point guard build in the game. With that 99 steal, still goes absolutely crazy even after the Hall of Fame glove nerf. Especially with this build, you're not going to be guarding ball more than likely, so the blitzing capabilities and the pinching capabilities with a build like this, or even just to guard the corner and pluck those people without the unpluckable, whew, I mean, this build is a monster, man. Let's hop straight into it. Let's get it, man. Alright, so hopping into it, the height is 6'1", the weight is 180, wingspan 6'7", body shape is compact. Obviously, the body shape is totally up to you, but for small guards, I feel like the body shapes like compact are just a little bit better personally. It might be placebo, but I feel like I just kind of slip through and weave through traffic a little bit easier with these smaller body shapes. We're going to hop into the must-have attributes for this build, and then we'll showcase all of the attributes in their entirety, talk about those a little bit, but let's hop straight into it. Alright, so hopping into the must-have attributes for this build. If you're new to the channel, basically the whole point of this time is just to showcase the most important thresholds to shoot for a build like this. I think that all of the attributes you see on screen are the most important ones to the build. Everything else can kind of be tweaked to your liking. Obviously, I made this build with a 99 steal, but you don't have to have that 99 steal. You could go with an 85 plus. 85 is where you get silver glove, and I believe 90 is where you get gold interceptor. So either of those are pretty good values as well. If you don't want that 99 steal, you think it's a little bit overrated, then you can go with a lower rating. Alright, 92 3-ball. This is for gold limitless range and gold agent 3s. I think on a small guard, I would never go anything less than an 89 3-ball. It's not like you're on a big 6'8" where your main threat is dunking. On this build like this, your main threat is 3 hunting. So the higher the 3-ball, the better. Gold Agent 3s is amazing. Gold Limitless Range absolutely is nuts. This is probably your most important attribute as a point guard, so definitely make sure that you have this rating up high. Alright, 92 ball handle. This is very important. We're going to have elite dribble moves, meaning we're going to have access to all of the best dribble moves in the game. We're also going to have gold clamp breaker, we're going to have gold unpluckable, and we're going to have Hall of Fame quick first step. Very, very important to the point guard position. Alright, so time for a little mini rant. 80 driving dunk unlocks the best dunk package in all of 2K. Quick drops off of 1. I've been a 6'1" or a 6'3" PG almost all year. I've had an 85 to an 86 driving dunk. I've played with a few builds that have a 90 plus, but it's usually always around that 85 range. But I am tired of seeing 6'1" PGs with an 80 driving dunk slam it on 3 people in the paint. It's so bad for the game. It's not realistic at all. The dunk package itself just looks stupid. You fly from like the free throw line with this corny little outstretched legs split style dunk package. I'm tired of seeing it. Please 2K, please raise the requirement for this stupid dunk package. I'm tired of seeing 6'1" slam it on my 7-foot center with this dumb little dunk package. If someone has a 99 3-ball, that means that they're shooting for the highest attribute of something else, and they're still able to finish it like the Russell Westbrook. I'm tired of seeing it. It's not good for the game. Please change it. But hey, also take advantage of it while you can. 80 driving dunk, go for those quick drops off of 1. Best dunk package in the game by far. 90 acceleration is so important to shoot for on a point guard. I've seen point guards with 80 acceleration, 85 acceleration. I would go with at least a 90. There's ways you can tweak this build to get a little bit higher, but I think as long as you have around that 88 to 90 plus range, you're going to be just fine. My PG that I play with has a 95. I played with lower accelerations before. I noticed a little bit of a difference, but as long as you have that Hall of Fame quick first step, you're not going to be losing out on any points because of a little bit less acceleration, in my personal opinion. This build's already so versatile. It already has so many capabilities to score. You're going to be able to get really good fast break with the defense on this build. 90 acceleration is the perfect spot to shoot for. Alright, now that we've concluded the must-have attributes, I can show you the build in its entirety. As you can see, we have 16 finishing, 23 shooting, 24 playmaking, and 23 defense. We've got 75 speed, 90 acceleration, 30 strength, 60 vert, 95 stamina. Alright, so now we're going to kind of discuss a few of the attributes. They're kind of just the cherry on top to this build. They kind of round it out, make it even better. One of those things is the 77 driving layup. This gives you gold giant slayer. I've used Gold, I've used Hall of Fame. Both of them seem about the same to me. The main point to Giant Slayer is that if you're 6'1" or 6'3", this badge is a bailout. Obviously, you already have the quick drops, which are amazing, but then if you get kicked out of a dunk, this Gold Giant Slayer is going to give you some crazy N1s, some crazy layup animations. This badge is so good. Very nice to have on your build. 77 mid-range, nice little option to have for this Gold midi magician, or even just bronze or silver. It's kind of a nice little go-to shot late the shot clock. Pick and roll, 5 out. It kind of catches people off guard here and there. It's a nice little shot to have. I think more people should take advantage of their middies. They're really not that hard to shoot, even the fading ones, so it's something to kind of get in your bag. Alright, so on this build we have a 79 pass accuracy that unlocks the LeBron pass style. Probably the best pass style in the game. 79 is a little bit lower than what most of my point guards have, but honestly, you're going to be able to still run Gold Floor General. You could even bump it up to 80 if you want to get the Gold Dimer instead, but Gold Floor General is a nice little alternative to use. You're not going to notice a massive difference between 85 and 86 pass accuracy and 79, just being honest. So 79 is a really nice value to shoot for on this build. Alright, so as you can see on this build, we have an 83 speed with ball, which is not a super important attribute for point guards this year. It's really only useful for the fast breaks. But the one important thing you want to shoot for, I can't remember if it's 75 or 80, but it's either 75 or 80 that gives you the Michael Jordan dribble style, which is the absolute best dribble style in the whole game. Every point guard in the game that's the best of the best is using that dribble style. It is so good. So make sure you get at least to a 75 or an 80. 83 is just for the 24th playmaking badge. That's the only reason we have it that high. If you want to make the playmaking a little bit lower, you could lower this and then get that 80 pass accuracy for the Gold Dimer if you choose to do that. Just keep in mind you are going to lose a playmaking badge if you do so. Alright, and then the last thing I wanted to mention before we hop into the best badges and best takeovers is this 80 perimeter defense is a very nice attribute to shoot for. You're going to get some pretty decent contests even with a 6'1" guard. Pair that 80 perimeter defense with a 6'7" wingspan, that 99 steal, you're going to be an absolute stud on defense as far as the perimeter defense goes. Now let's hop into the takeovers and then we'll go over the best badges and we'll wrap this thing up. Let's get it. Alright, so before we hop into the takeover, something I wanted to quickly mention that I forgot to say. If you actually want lockdown takeover on this build, which I'm sure most of you will want since it's a two-way point guard, all you have to do is drop the driving layup to a 75. We're going to lose a finishing badge, so make sure you put one of your +4s back into finishing for that limitless takeoff. And then just go and raise the pass accuracy up by 1. So now we have an 80. We also have Gold Dimer now, which is pretty cool also. And then when we go here, now we're going to have lock takeover. So we can go limitless range, perimeter badge drop, we can go team ratings boost, shot creator, whatever you want. These are all really great takeover options. If we don't make that change to the build, then instead of lock take, we actually have slashing take. So make sure you make that change if you want to have lockdown takeover on your build. Very important. It also does give you that Gold Dimer, which is pretty cool too. So it's definitely a worthwhile change, and I'd honestly probably recommend making that change. I forgot to mention that earlier in the video. So alright, so as you can see, we made a 3-point shot creator. The shades are on the screen. Also, I do believe that the build name does change whenever you make that tweak to the build for the lock takeover, so keep that in mind. But either way, here's the build. Also, if you're interested in more Pro-Am builds, check out the playlist in the top right corner right now. There's a ton of builds on there. Point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forward, centers, you name it. There's probably a video on my playlist for it. All of those builds are designed for the Pro-Am and the Rec. There's a couple of those builds are really good for solo players. Some of those builds can even be used in the park, so feel free to check that out. Now let's hop into the badges. Alright, so hopping into the badges, as I mentioned earlier, make sure you put one of your +4 badges into finishing so you can get limitless takeoff on silver. This unlocks all the best animations for the quick drops and all of that, so make sure you grab that. Bronze Slither or Bronze Posterizer, either one of these badges will work out just fine. Fearless Finisher, we get it on bronze, Acrobat on bronze, Giant Slayer on gold, and Aerial Wizard on bronze. This is probably the best setup for the finishing. Alright, as far as shooting goes, we need to put one of our +4 badges into shooting so we can run Gold Blinders, very good for fades. Gold Agent 3s, probably the best badge in the game for point guards as far as shooting goes. Limitless range is crazy, you need it for the pick and roll or the 5-out, just really gives you a lot more spacing on your shooting capabilities. A Green Machine and Volume Shooter, very good tier 1 and tier 2 badges. Volume Shooter basically gives you a boost to your shots, whether make or miss after 2 or 3 shots, so it's a very good badge to have throughout a long Pro-Am or Rec game. Green Machine on Hall of Fame just kind of makes sense. You have to green your shots this year. I've kind of been back and forth on Green Machine, but I noticed that whenever I took it off, I feel like my shooting got noticeably worse. I put it back on, my shooting got really good again. So I think these two badges are probably your best two options for tier 1 and tier 2. You can knock one down a level if you want to get some midi magician. I use bronze midi on my PG build. I really love the badge. I think it's a great badge just on bronze. So I'd recommend trying to find a way to get some midi magician, at least on bronze for sure. But this is probably the best shooting badge setup for the point guard. Let's move on to the playmaking. Alright, as far as the playmaking badges go, we're going to go gold clamp breaker, silver handles for days, Hall of Fame quick first step, gold unblockable, bronze bailout, gold dimer, bronze vice grip. I don't think much of these badges need really any introduction or description. We kind of know how all these badges work at this point. Unpluckable, quick first step, handles for days, clamp breaker. Those 4 badges are the necessities to your build. Bailout is, exactly what it says. It's a bailout badge. You can pass out of shots, maybe some bad takes, maybe you accidentally press X, whatever it may be. Bailout's a great badge. Dimer is a very nice boost to your teammates. Definitely recommend running this as a point guard. And then Vice Grip is kind of one of those badges that it's just to kind of cut out some of the fluky RNG steals, like right when you catch the ball off an inbound or a rebound. They can't just tap the ball into your hands. So pretty nice little badge on bronze. I've run it most of the year. Very good little badge. Now let's hop into the defense. Alright, so hopping into the defensive badges, we're going to go through this really quickly. We have Hall of Fame Glove, Cored Out, Hall of Fame Interceptor. We have Clamps on bronze, or we can put one of our +4 badges into defense and run Silver Challenger. Totally up to you there. Gold Menace, Hall of Fame Off-Ball Pass, Bronze Box Out Beast. Besides Box Out Beast, the rest of this stuff is probably pretty much just a flex pick, kind of up to you what you want to run. I think Box Out Beast on bronze is a decent little badge to have, even as a 6'1" guard. Getting a box out on the power forward or whoever's on the hash can tremendously help out your boarding for your center, so I'd definitely have that badge on. But Off-Ball Pass, Menace, Pick Dodger, Workhorse, all of that's pretty much just a flex pick. But anyways, that will conclude the best badges for the build. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit that notification bell to get notified the second I post a brand new 2K video. Also, check out the 2 playlists down in the description below. We've got a playlist for Pro-Am content and a playlist for the best builds and best jump shots, so check those out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It's TLM Jev, and I'm out of here.